3 million students across the nation are involved in bullying. Did you know that over 160,000 children miss school for fear of being bullied? Did you know that bullying tops the list of reasons of why kids contemplate suicide? And did you know that 85% of bullying is witnessed by others?
I experienced cyberbullying in middle school, and it started one day after school. I came home, I found an email, and it was actually very pleasant, flattering email that I had received, but the problem was I didn't know who had given me the email. There was no name, so it was kind of like a secret admirer type of thing. Over the course of the few days, I received, nice emails like this until maybe the third or fourth day. The emails took a turn for the worse, and they actually became very rude, harsh, brutal. I didn't understand. And then ultimately it became a death threat situation. And ever since, I was going into school fearing for my life. I didn't know whether this email was sent from an adult or from a student. I had no idea until I finally had to tell my parents what was going on. And we had to get the police involved. And within the next couple of hours or day or so, they had found out that it was a student that I guess had really liked me. I was a part of the GO in middle school, and I had made presentations to the class below me. And I guess it was his way of communicating with me that he liked me. And it was a very sad situation.
I went through a bullying situation where one of my friends, in class, there was an attendance sheet that went around, and the whole class had signed it. And once everyone had signed it except for me, the friend, who I thought was my friend, put a title on top that said "The following people hate Jake Williams," and handed it to me. And I'm reading this letter that says everyone's name in my class who dislike me for one reason or another, or so I thought, and it just made me feel really lousy. I went home that night and cried. I was really upset. And this was just one of the instances I went through during this time. There was also constant tormenting on the playground. There was talking about me behind my back. I basically, at this point, thought the whole world was against me, when really, in reality, no one was. And it's all based on this one person. This one person made me feel so low, to the point where I was just constantly upset every day. And for no reason should I have gone through that. No reason. I didn't do anything wrong, and he really got the best of me.
The event that inspired us to create Kids Helping Kids actually happened a couple years ago on the school bus. One day we got on and we saw this girl being bullied by her peers. She was being teased and tormented about her poor hygiene. And we just saw how distraught and upset she was at the situation. So the three of us stepped in. We told the bullies to stop and leave her alone. And then when we arrived at school and we got off the school bus, we confronted the victim and we asked if she was okay, and we can tell that she was still extremely distraught over the situation. So that led us to the Dean of Students, and we told him discreetly what happened. And from that point on, he helped the victim with the situation and provided resources for her.
I want to thank you guys for sharing your experience with me, and I hope your Kids Helping Kids program is welcomed into every school across the nation. What I can take away from this interview is that the individuals have strength when they come together for a common purpose, like Kids Helping Kids.